As we all know, the 40-yard dash is one of the most important things in football. If yours is good, that could be the key to getting a bunch of offers. If it's sorry, coaches might leave you on red. We're here at the Trackit Verified event, and I've been seeing kids run 40s all day long, and there have been a lot of mistakes. So today, I'm gonna teach you guys how to run the perfect 40-yard dash. All right, so the big thing with the 40 is it is a very technical drill, right? There are certain things you have to ensure you do to make sure your time's as fast as possible. And don't get me wrong, these aren't easy things to get right. Me personally, it took me about 3 to 4 weeks of combine training just to get these down. First thing is the stance, right? Stance is one of the most important things and something I see guys get wrong constantly. Me personally, what my stance was, what my routine was, right? You wanna have a routine, something you can repeat every single time, is I'll put my toes at the edge of the line, right? So we're gonna be taking the front of this line, I would put my toes at the edge. I would have my right hand down, which means my left foot's gonna be up. So I take a step back with my left foot, get it about, 75% of the way behind my front foot. I would then put the front foot back. Now I would go about toe to heel. So my heel, my right big toe would be touching the back right of my left heel. Then from there, I would cock my foot out 45 degrees, get it straight, right? So this is gonna be the base of my stance, how wide I want my feet, my legs. What that's gonna help you do is make sure you're not too wide to where you're not in a running stance, or too narrow where you don't have any balance. So from there, I get down, my front knee's a little bit over this line, that's fine. Put my hands out. What this is gonna do is allow you to get in a good lean forward posture. Walk the hands back. Now, I'm gonna put my right thumb pretty much splitting my crotch, right? We're not a DM, we want our hand all the way over here because we don't wanna be leaning over. So put the thumb directly in the middle. Then this right here, this next step is the key, which a lot of guys mess up. So I see a lot of guys in 40 have the neck tight, tense. That's not how you want it to be, right? You want your neck completely relaxed, head almost dropped all the way down. All right, coming about the jacket. So you have that thumb in the middle, splitting the difference in your crotch. As you can see with my legs, I have a nice aggressive angle with them. We're not straight up. We're in a position where now we can fire out, right? That's the whole key. In the start, you want to be firing out, not up. So drop the head, and then this is something that varies coach by coach. Me personally, what I was taught was to put this arm all the way up. Now, some people might be saying, all right, the arm's all the way up, then a coach is gonna be able to see it earlier, your time's gonna start sooner. But the reason why I was taught that was because if you have your arm right here in a caught little loaded position, when you fire out, your arm's gonna be in this small little position, right? You're not gonna get a big swing, and as a result, you're gonna take a small first step. With the arm up, now you can get a full big swing that allows you to really push out. And that, the time you're gonna save not being seen, your arm going here, is gonna be made up being able to get that really big swing, which allows you to get that really big push. To put it all together, so my feet, back of the line, left foot back, right foot back, turn it out, get down, walk back, relax the neck and head, arm up. Just like that. Mind you, I ain't even warm up, haven't done this in a while, but you want that process that you can repeat every single time, so that way your start isn't something that's a variable in your time. All right, so now we have the stance ironed out. The next most important thing is the start, because you're only running 40 yards. You don't really have a lot of time to mess up on things, right? That first 10 yards, the most critical. If you mess that up, your time's gonna be shit. We're not even gonna go in a stance right now, but one big thing that a lot of guys do, what I did personally when I was younger, in your 40, you just pop straight up, right? You pop straight up, and what that does is it completely kills your acceleration, which in turn completely kills your time. So something easy you can do to work on this is just get in a 2-point stance, have kind of that head and neck relaxed, get your arms in position, and just push out, right? The big thing you want is your body to be in that forward lean angle. You do not want your head or neck to raise up at all. You want it to be relaxed the entire time, because again, the most important thing is we are getting our full acceleration through the first 10 to 15 yards. And another drill we used to do, actually this was taught to me by a track coach, Otto Bolden, former Olympian, is just to get your body used to being in that posture. You'd be here, big arms, head relaxed. Even there, my head kind of raised up a little bit. Big arms, head relaxed. Big arm, head relaxed. Like, I know it looks goofy, but that right there is gonna train your body to stay down, which you need to do to run a fast time. Let's get in our stance. Another big thing that guys mess up on is their arms, right? So you wanna stay down. You also wanna have big arms. And that's why I said that I personally put my arm up, because it allows me to have big arms throughout. And this is something that's probably the hardest for me when running a 40. Like, I have a tendency to kind of condense my arms. What condensing your arms does is it shortens your stride, right? So when you're running, you want as long a stride as possible. When you're accelerating, you want that triple extension, right? You want back leg to all be straight, pushing off. That way you can, that's how you know you're truly accelerating, right? So if you're here at your start, that's terrible, you're slowing yourself down. When you're starting, like I said, that triple extension, you want it here, 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 here. That's how you know you're pushing out, not up, and also how you know you're maximizing your stride length. Now, a good way to think about your arms in your start is you want your arms to be almost going above your head, right? So mind you, you're gonna be down when you're running the 40. That's why that one drill, you want your arms to be above your head going out, right? You want your arms propelling you forward, not here, you want it here. So you're down, you're low, but you have big arms, which is in turn gonna give you a bigger stride. So to put it all together, we're gonna be here, boom, go through our stance. Same process every single time. We're here, hang the head, arm up. So when you put it all together, now you're staying low, your stride's elongated, you're getting power out of the ground. That's gonna help you run a fast time. Now again, everyone's gonna be different. Some people have longer legs, some people have shorter legs, but a good way to know if your start is good or not is how many steps you're taking in the first 10 yards. So me, when I first started combine training, in the first 10 yards, I was taking like 8 or 9 steps, right? Ridiculous, absurd. That's why I was so slow. Once I realized by my 7th step, I should be at around 12 yards. When I got that down, that is when I saw my time instantly go down. Gonna go 10-yard start right here. I want y'all to keep track of how many steps I have in the first 10 yards. In the first 10 yards, that was about 6.5 steps. I didn't feel like that was a great start, but we still accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. The other thing I have to watch back, I don't even know it now. I feel like my arms probably weren't gonna be the best. So my first couple of strides, I do a good job with my arms. Arms are nice and big, but then I have a tendency, steps like 3, 4, 5, start shortening them. The best times I ever ran, the entire start, big arms, big arms, big arms. Then when we hit our transition, that's when you kind of get some more of that cheek to chin. But at the start, you want overly big arms, over exaggerated. You want them like really feeling like, all right, I'm kind of doing the most right now, but that's what's gonna allow you to be as fast as you can be. You might be thinking, all right, well, we just covered the first 10 yards. Even though it's the most important, we'll go through the rest of it now. So the big thing is, you don't want your transition to be abrupt, right? You don't want to be low, 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 and then immediately pop up. That's gonna slow you down. What you wanna do is you wanna gradually kind of raise up. So you're here, boom, gradually raise up. You still want to have a little bit of a forward lean, right? You don't want to be leaned all the way back. A little bit of a forward lean. You want your arms, you always hear cheek to chin, cheek to chin, cheek to chin. You want that nice 90-degree angle. Literally what you can do to work on this is just in place, arm swings. And again, you want this to be as fast and as violent as possible, right? You want violent arms. It's not just a casual stroll, no, it's. And again, also, you want your hand open. Actually, new point. Once you hit top speed in your 40, you want to be as relaxed as possible. The biggest issue I see with players is they are so, football player, right? You're used to getting hit, used to bracing up, tensing, trying to be swole. No, you're 40, you want to be relaxed, right? What I see a lot is, straighten to finish. That's gonna slow you down tremendously. No, you wanna be calm, under control, smooth, right? Smooth and calm. That's like the biggest 2 things when you hit top end speed. So something you can do, you don't have to be running full speed. You can just literally stride out, just work on being calm, being relaxed. That is what's gonna allow you to run as fast as possible. All right, you know what? We got the lasers here with us. We might as well do a little 10-yard start. Not doing a 40, hamstrings not built for that right now. If you want that, I don't know, make this video hit like 5,000 likes or something. But matter of fact, comment 40 down below if you want me to run a 40. But let's go through our start real quick. Same process every time. Don't want it to be variable at all. Boom, head down. You said 1.7? Felt like it. When I ran, like my pro day, I think it was a 154 or something like that. Granted, that was hand time too, so. 100% felt slow out of that. 100% felt like I ain't run in years. But one thing I did too was I kind of swerved. You want to make sure you're staying straight. I'm gonna do it one more time. The other thing with a 40, you do not want to be running it tired. You want your heart rate to completely cool down for the next rep. Pretty much like 1699, 17. It's about where I am right now. Makes sense. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna train for anything. I was trained to beat that, but low-key, I want someone with a hand timer. All right, I'm gonna 10-yard start real quick with the laser, but we also got Dan on the stopwatch. Shout out Trackit Verified. If you want real numbers, make sure you hit up one of their combines, best in the business. We'll go through the whole process, head down. One more. In a good way, in a good or bad way?
No, I asked Dylan Cloda before the video. We're gonna do it one more time. You're just getting warmed up.
Man, y'all must think I'm like 18 or something. A lot of reps on these legs throughout the years. Low key though, I will say, it's something like mental about these. Yeah, no, that, but like also it's like, that, this feels like kind of close. Like I'm in the middle. I have a lot of space, but it's like, look, my arm's gonna.
You know what I tell every kid when they're lining? I say, run straight down that.
Yeah. No, for sure. Even still though, like, it just feels like that arm. My God, bro. Had me do conditioning out here. All right, let's go through the process. Boom. Head down. What was that?
5.72.
Oh, well, the laser's faster. All right, Dan. All right, so Dan, don't want him timing me ever again. Never that. The laser's fast. I was expecting, like, look.
0.06 the opposite way.
I was expecting a little grace there, but nah, I won.
You know what? You're so fast through that thing that it was just hard, man. Not 10.
Nah, but not a 1.6, Like I said, haven't done this in years, so to do that, hey, man.
It was awesome.
Nah, but told them.
Yeah,
Yeah, told them. All right, senior says it. All right, bro. Stop dragging it now.
I love it.
They all black in this beard, no gray. But yeah, like I was saying, man, this tracking equipment right here, best in the business. I'm telling y'all, if you want real numbers to your name, you gotta attend one of their combines. Hey, that little 4.5 you run in the park, that's getting thrown out by a college coach. We saw a kid run a 4.5 here. I'm telling you right now, hey, coaches, look at that. They gonna see it. Boom. Recruiting gonna skyrocket. So definitely make sure you check them out, man. Yeah, I think we're gonna try. You know what? Vegas Combine. I'm gonna run this back. We're gonna sub 165.
Awesome.
165. That's the goal for the Vegas Combine. But hey, man, that is how you run a 40-yard dash right there. That is how you get on coach's radar. It's how you get noticed. Hey, like, share, comment, subscribe. Remember, on that road to 50K. Keep running it up. Catch y'all next time.